So I'm Captain Art Mackenzie. I fly the Chinook helicopter and I work for C Squadron at the 5th Aviation Regiment. I've been flying Chinooks now for about 3 years. Joined the Army back in 2013 and yeah.
So can you explain, you've got 4 Chinooks here, can you explain why you guys have come all the way down?
Yeah, so initially we sent 3 Chinooks. We got the call through the appropriate channels to assist Victoria primarily, but also New South Wales during the bushfires. So those 3 aircraft were stood up with the crews that had already been notified prior to the Christmas stand down. That enabled them to get down here as soon as possible, and they were here 2 days later. It was very quickly identified that due to the scale of the fires that we're going to need further support, and then a 2nd aircraft and crew, a 4th aircraft and crew was stood up, and they made their way down as well. Currently we're working with 4 aircraft, and in addition to the Singaporean Chinooks, that's providing a high level of support to the community, and for the foreseeable future I think that's what we'll work with.
Now you're here for Operation Bushfire Assist. Can you explain some of your roles that you've been undertaking?
Yeah, definitely. So it's been pretty varied for us. Primarily at the start there was a lot of cargo taking out and a lot of evacuees to backload back to Sale. Obviously with a number of towns and communities being threatened, that was a high priority. So the guys took out a lot of people. As the days sort of went on, it's become more and more getting cargo into those places. So they're very short of food, supplies, generators and fuel for power has been a big one. And due to the size of the Chinook and what we can carry, it's been an ideal platform to that. More and more as we've gone on, it's become to supporting the other authorities, and that saw us up at Nowra there, helping to embark an MH-60 Romeo Seahawk onto HMAS Adelaide so we can support our operations in New South Wales. We expect that to sort of chop and change, and depending on what's required and what the conditions are doing, we'll sort of drive what we're taking out and about to the communities. But we do have the flexibility to take pretty much anything that people need, which is a good capability.
So, and today you were operating with HMAS Adelaide. Can you explain a little bit about
Yeah, so we got the phone call 2 days ago that HMAS Adelaide wanted to embark the Romeo to support bushfire efforts up in New South Wales. So we very quickly put together a couple of aircraft for that. We flew to Nowra yesterday, and there was a number of stores, about 5 tonnes worth of gear that needed taking out. So the 2 aircraft did that primarily all day yesterday. We shut down Nowra last night, and we had 1 more trip per aircraft today. We finished that off this morning in some pretty trying conditions, but managed to get them to the boat and unloaded, and then we were able to take a quick refuel and head home back here for further tasking.
And how's it been flying with all the smoke? I saw some vision from Omeo the other day with heavy smoke. How's it been flying? Yeah,
it's been challenging. Yeah. Definitely a lot lower visibility than what we're used to seeing up in Townsville. Having said that, you know, the crews have been very well trained, and we've managed to work through it. It takes a appropriate level of appreciation and management, but so far it hasn't stopped us being able to do our job, which is great. So while it's been a hard work, it hasn't stopped us, and that's been good to see.
And finally, how's the reaction from the public been once you guys have turned up?
I think it's been great. You know, we're always very careful to make sure that we're not overshadowing the emergency services, because the rural fire brigades and fireys, paramedics and stuff down here have been doing an excellent job and shouldering the bulk of the work. But obviously we do have a high profile, and I think it is reassuring, you know, if you're in those cut-off communities, just to see a bit of support from overhead, and they know what we're bringing out to them, and the support we've seen from them has been really, really good to see, and it's what we do our job for, so that's been really heartening and keeps the morale up.
And working in with the emergency services and the Air Force, how's all that been going?
Yeah, really good. That actually really surprised me coming down. I've seen these things before, and with so many stakeholders and inputs, it can be really hard to get everyone on the same page. But right from the get-go, everyone worked really well together. Obviously always a bit of friction points, but in terms of getting what's needed where it's needed, and talking to who we need to talk to, all agencies have done an excellent job, I think, and that's enabled us to be efficient and get maximum support out to the communities that need it.
And will the people of Gippsland and surrounding areas be seeing your Chinook helicopters in the skies for a while yet, or?
I don't know. I've got no view on how long we'll be here for, but everyone down here is more than fully prepared to support you know, the people down here as long as they need it. I think the government is in the same boat with that, and you know, as long as they need us, we'll be here and hopefully continue to help them out.